Hey guys, what's up? It's novaballer and I finally got Black Ops, so I wanted to do a quick commentary here and let you guys know what I think about the game before I go into some more multiplayer matches. I think that the fact that they took out Stopping Power and Juggernaut and One Man Army and Danger Close and Guns Without Recoil like the ACR is just awesome. You know, they got so many things right with this game. There's a few things that I obviously still think need some work, but as a comparison to Modern Warfare 2, this game is awesome. For this match, I'm using Ghost, Steady Aim, and Ninja, and I saw this guy right here, but I didn't want to shoot him right away and let all his teammates know where I was, because I knew there were a few of them around there. So I cleaned them up first before going up for him, and I guess he doesn't have a headset, because he wasn't paying any attention to me coming up the stairs. Personally, as long as I'm not playing split screen, I'm playing with the headset. Ninja Pro is definitely the best headset perk if you're going to use one. It's not as good in this game as it was in Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, you could hear people spawn across the map. This game, it's not as good because people's footsteps are a lot softer, and also because the maps have more ambient noise to block out footstep sounds. Ninja and Dead Silence have always been some of my favorite perks in the COD series, but I'm probably going to stop using Ninja until Treyarch gets the footstep sounds right. They've made an announcement saying they're working on the audio mixing of footstep sounds because they're not loud enough at this point. They seem to only make sound when people are literally right next to you. So stuff like this happens to me all the time, and it frustrates me because normally I would hear that guy. So until Treyarch fixes the Ninja glitch, it's probably best to go with Marathon for your perk 3 if you like to rush with SMGs. I've started using Marathon over Ninja just because of the advantages it affords me. Steady aim on these SMG classes is absolutely brutal. Just the fact that the hip spread in this game is so small means that if you put steady aim on an already small hip fire like the SMG, it just becomes almost unfair. You can run around the map and just hip fire everyone to death and not even have to aim down your sights. If you're the kind of person who does like to aim down their sights rather than hip fire, then Sleight of Hand Pro is going to be a much better perk 2 for you than steady aim. But steady aim just lets you run around, stab people faster, shoot faster after sprinting. I think it's like a god mode perk, honestly, if you like to rush. So one of the biggest features of Black Ops that I was looking forward to is the theater mode. Obviously having the ability to go back and watch my clips or record my clips and just not having to record while I'm playing for someone like me who has a computer in a different room than his 360 is just absolutely crucial. I wouldn't even be able to make these videos if I didn't have theater. The theater in this game is good, but sadly, at least the hit detection or the representation of where I'm aiming and where my shots are landing is pretty off. You're going to be watching this wondering why my aim is so terrible probably, but I just want everyone to know that this is just a problem with the theater. It doesn't accurately represent where it is that you're aiming and shooting, so please keep that in mind when you're watching my videos. If you watch this next exchange closely, you'll see what I'm talking about. You see how those bullets obviously didn't hit his head, but they registered as a headshot anyway? So in my experience, when you hip fire, a lot of times the theater will show your shots landing in the wrong spot. So I'm sorry for that. I actually don't hip fire much. This is probably the one of the only videos you'll see of me running around hip firing. It's just because I recently discovered the steady aim SMG combination and I wanted to get as much use out of it as I could. In any of the previous Call of Duties, I actually didn't hip fire much at all, but in Black Ops, I've found myself hip firing quite a bit. I think it's just really because of the tight hip fire spread on a lot of these SMGs and even assault rifles and LMGs. Some of the LMGs have assault rifle hip spreads, which is surprising to me, but I guess they had to balance the weapon somehow, and that's how they chose to do it. So the gun I've been running around with is the Spectre with extended mags. You've noticed I don't use the sight much, at least I haven't been in this game. So I run extended mags instead of a better looking sight just so that I can hip fire more people, miss more shots maybe, and still get kills, maybe get some multi-kills in there. The Spectre is my second favorite SMG after the AK-74U, aka the U, which we're going to be talking about in another commentary coming up soon. The AK-74U is ridiculous. The 74U is probably my favorite SMG in any Call of Duty ever. It was in Call of Duty 4, but you didn't have SMG mobility, so it wasn't as fun there. Since launch day, everyone and their mom's been using the AK-74U and talking about how they think it's overpowered, and I disagree. I think it's a good weapon. I don't think it's overpowered. I think the fact that you can put a grenade launcher on it is kind of ridiculous, but even that isn't overpowered. The best weapons in the game as far as power is concerned are definitely the FAMAS and AUG. The G11 comes a close second. If hit detection were better in this game, I would probably put it up there. But being as it is, the FAMAS and the AUG are absolute powerhouses. Their rate of fire and damage output per second is just too high considering their recoil, or lack thereof. With Black Ops, I'm especially happy with the perk balance. None of the perks in the first two categories are good enough to negate the uses of any of the other perks in those two categories. The third category, in my opinion, Ninja Pro will be the best perk once they fix the footstep sounds. But even now, the third perk group is balanced also, which is definitely rare for a Call of Duty. Ever since they took out stopping power, I've felt like I can make more fun-to-play classes that are also going to be competitive and not have to run stopping power perk 2, and that's awesome. I've been enjoying having the freedom of making many different classes with different weapon types and not having to use stopping power for every single one. Well, thanks a lot for watching my commentary, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing plenty more, so be on the lookout. Leave any comments or suggestions in the comment box. Thanks.